Hi everybody, Jen here, and this is totally unrelated, I'm just focusing on my dog here because after asking people if they wanted to see a tour of my scrap room, they said that they did. So I'm ready to do, kind of cleaned up a little bit and do an overview of what's in my scrap room and what I use and how I store it. And it's still quite a work in progress. After I moved around my scrap room in the last couple of weeks, I'm learning that how things are now may not work for me forever because I'm already looking for things and I can't find things, but I don't know how much of that is because I moved my room around versus if it's just not working for me. So I'm going to give it a couple more weeks and see how it does, how I do with it, and I might be moving things around a little bit more. So Dixie is here with me visiting. She is, well, not visiting, she just likes to sit on my scrap room floor when I am in here. So this is Dixie. She's a little brown furry monster. She is a golden doodle for anybody that is wondering. So I'm going to zoom out. I just put attention on her so I had something to put attention to while I was giving my intro. So I'm going to zoom out here. I'm on a tripod, so my goal is to not make anybody sick here. So I am standing, my scrap room is a walk-in closet that I have converted. I've now torn out most of the shelving and the rods. They're all put away that I can easily put back up if need be. When I moved from Connecticut, when I lived in Connecticut, I owned my own condo house and had a scrap room, and it was great. And then I decided I was going to go back to grad school, and I actually moved home into my childhood bedroom and closet. So this was my childhood closet, and it was actually a playroom for most of my life. And I guess it still is a playroom. So this is my adult scrap room here, and it's really nice to finally have a space that works for me. So like I said, I'm standing at the door, and my goal is to not make anybody sick. I know it's quite difficult. I have to loosen this. When you're moving around, I get sick on a lot of videos, so my goal is to not make anybody sick. So there's this little alcove at the end. There is a window, and then there's this little alcove at the end that initially had my table there because I had shelving on the other side. So I took out the shelving, and now I've put my Jetmax cubes there, and I did keep the shelf up top, so there's actually shelving that goes all the way up to the ceiling. So I'm going to zoom, see if I can do this from my closet here. So I have all here in, let's see if I can do this pointing thing. I don't think so. Right there, those are all my albums that are full that need to be filed and put downstairs. And then on top of that, right now, I have my Cricut expression up there. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know if I'm going to sell it or if I'm going to keep it. I have a Cameo that's connected to my computer in my bedroom. So it's just up there on top because I didn't know what else to do with it. And then next to it, I have this milk crate that is full of scraps, and they're older scraps that I really should just get rid of because I don't think I'm going to use them. But I just stuck it up there for now. And then in here, I have a whole bunch of, right in there, I have a whole bunch of smash books, art journals. Some are in progress, some are completed, but it's just a little place to keep them. And then I have this hardware store, like one of those cubes that have the little drawers that you put like screws in and stuff, and that has all my chipboard letters, and I took stickers. I'm not going to take it down, but I took stickers and put one sticker of each letter, so each letter for the most part has a draw, but I find that I don't use it very often, so I stuck it up there. And then next to it, the white thing is my ribbon, which I, again, don't use too often. So I think I'm going to stop this and bring you closer so I can kind of go through my Jetmax cubes. So I'm going to stop this and then restart in just a minute. Okay, so before I go through my Jetmax cubes, I figured I would stand over at the Jetmax cubes and give you a pan of the rest of the room here. I do have a shoe rack on the back of my door just because it is still a closet and I need somewhere to put my stuff. But over here is where my desk is. So I have 2 IKEA tables that, the very, very cheap ones that you buy the legs and the tabletop separately. So I have one that goes this way, and then I have one that goes that way. So it makes kind of like an L shape. And I'll show you what's on my desk in a little bit. But that's just the way my room is set up. And then on this side is that window again. And then right here, I have almost like a fake clip it up. It's the IKEA. You can buy them at IKEA for, I think, about, I don't know, it might have been $12. It's the line here, and then it's got all the clips. And I store two things there. I store brand new stuff that I know I want to use, and then stuff that is older and I need to use because it's done. Oh, sorry about that. It's done and I really want to get rid of it and use it up. So I put both of those on that line there, and that allows me for the products to be in view right when I walk in, and I can grab them and use them for a project. I'm going to zoom back out here again and see if I can show you my closet. It's pretty small. It is a closet, so it is hard to get a full view of the room. And there is a shelf above. You can see, let's see, you can see that wood area. That all used to be shelves, and I tore that out. And then I'm going to show you, it's kind of embarrassing. It really needs to be organized. There's another shelf up here that is a mess, and it's the entire section over here is all empty containers, but I've just kind of thrown them up there. Like, most of them are empty plastic bins that I need to kind of stack more nicely and neatly and make it look better. And then I've got some, oh boy, I don't know why this is automatically zooming. I've got some of those like cheap cardboard shoebox kind of that they sell at the craft store, and those are filled. And then I have this basket that has random stuff in it. And finally, I'm going to see if I can move without making you sick. I have all my Project Life boxes, and they're all empty, but I can't part with them for fear of I will have something to use them for one day. So I'm going to stop this again and re-look at my Jetmax cubes so I can show you kind of an overview of them. So I will stop, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so my angle here, the lighting's kind of bad. This basket there, that's all stuff that I need to get rid of. I just don't have a place to put it right now. I should have taken it out. It's a lot of older pads that I just don't want anymore, so I'm going to probably donate them. So I've got 3 rows of Jetmax cubes, and I have all different configurations. I have tons of paper ones, and the first 2 Jetmax cubes are just colored cardstock. Actually, white and colored cardstock separated by colors, so that's kind of self-explanatory. And then as you move up, I have what's in there? I have my Christmas paper pads and a whole stack of Lily Bee paper that Lily Bee designs before they stopped making paper. I had gotten a warehouse box, so all of that is in that first one. Then I have all of Dear Lizzie and Amy Tan paper pads in the second one. And then up here is all of the next 2. So that one and that one are all of my free pattern paper. So that is all I have of free pattern paper that does not belong to different collections. And I try to keep, I mean, yes, I have a lot of paper, but I know I don't have quite as much as some people. I try to keep it at a pretty decent amount because otherwise it just gets out of hand. So I limit myself to 2 shelves of paper that's not necessarily I don't own the whole collection. And then I have chipboard all in that one, the top one of this 3rd cube. And I have 1, 2, 3. I have 4 cubes up and 3 across. And then all in the top cube there is all paper pads. And they're different, various companies. They're set by season, kind of, sort of, and color. There's not a huge organization to it, but it's easy enough to flip through the paper pads. And then on top, let's see. On top, I've got, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. I might have to pick you up. Okay. So, trying not to make anybody sick. In this black, I have all of my 4x6 Project Life cards. I need a better place for it. I find myself having to get up and get them because everything else is in my Rascog cart. So I just stuck it there for now. I'm working on a new home for that. So that is all of my 4x6 Project Life cards. This tin container, it's kind of a greenish, olive green, that holds all of my 6x6 paper pads. And it is 12 inches deep, so I limit myself. That is all the 6x6 paper pads I am allowed to have. If I have more, then I have to get rid of some so I can fit them in. And it's pretty full right now. It's not completely full, but it's pretty full. I do have a little bit of room to grow, but not too much. And then this here is kind of an oddball area. I do have one more Jetmax cube that I bought and I have yet to put together. So it's actually completely open here right now, and it's okay. It actually works for me. So I'm going to start at the bottom. In that green iris case are all of my flat letter stickers, and I have to go through them. They've been stored in that box probably since I started scrapbooking, well, since I started buying letter stickers, probably in the early 2000s. So I don't put anything new in there now. Those are just, I take things out and use them as I need to. So I really need to do something else about it. But for now, I will still use them. I use them a lot in my travel journals. I travel quite a bit, and I use smash journals as my travel journals. So I will take a whole bunch of the flat letter stickers and bring them with me on vacation. So that's why I'm not purging them, because I still do use them, just not in my everyday scrapbooking. And then I have this gold. It's kind of like a bronzy gold album. I hate the color of it. That's why it stores all of my plastic page protectors. That's the only reason I keep it around. It was a prize I wanted to crop, and I absolutely hate the color of it. I hate the design, but it does perfect for holding my page protectors, so I keep it around. These two, I think they're Maggie Holmes Project Life albums here. They're my current albums, the two that I'm currently working on. One contains my 2014 Project Life, which I have 3 weeks left to work on, and then the other one contains my 2014 album that is still ongoing. And then in the back there, you can see the red and the black albums. Those are my 2 December dailies completed. So, and then you see my Zutter Bind It All right there, because I don't have another place to put it. So it's hanging out right there. And then on top of that, I just have some kind of random stuff. I have the Project Life baby edition for him that I got to work on my nephew's 365 album for my cousin. She doesn't know I'm doing it yet. She sends me one photo every day. She thinks that I just want to see it. She knows I'm a scrapbooker, but she has no idea what's going on. I just told her I wanted to see him every day. So all of those pictures I'm taking out, printing them, and making a Project Life 365 album for her for his first birthday. And then I have this container that used to sit nicely on the shelf and doesn't have a home now. And that has 4x6 journal card pads, like that you get at Target and the We Are Memory Keepers stuff. So I'm still trying to find a home for that. And then this blue container, let me see if I can put you down again because it's hard. I don't want to be too shaky here. That contains, oh boy, that's not what I need. Oh boy, there we go. That contains all of my Scraptastic. Let me see if I can show you. All of the little Prima, where are we now? The little Prima inks from that came in the Scraptastic kits, and all of my Jelly Bean Alphas, the little bean board alphas. I absolutely love them, but I don't have another place to put them. So they live there. And then I've got random ink pads that don't have a home, that are mostly the Shadow inks and some of the Memento Luxe. And my Sizzix live up there. And then we get into, I'm going to move down now. So underneath, this is the middle cube. Okay, the middle cube here. This is where I keep all of my collections that come, like my collection packs that I buy. That's what this entire cube houses, just collection packs. And I keep them in 12 by 12 storage bags. And anything that I buy that goes with the collection will go into it. So, like you see this giant bag right here, that is all of my Say Cheese collection. And I have 3 packs of that, 3 collection packs, plus I think multiple packs of the Snap cards and all of that. I have an annual pass to Disney, so in my project life, I keep it. Every week I go to Disney is Say Cheese. So like this past year, I think I spent 6 or 7 weeks in Disney. So that's why that one's crazy large, but it's kind of been continuous and I plan to keep it that way. So, but anything I buy with the collection packs goes directly into the bag and onto this shelf. I'm quickly outgrowing it though, because I buy collection packs faster than I can use them, like we all do, I'm sure. So, I was planning to have this to be a quick video, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, it might be longer than I anticipate. Alright, so, let me see. I am in my pajamas, so if you see my legs or whatnot, got home from work, it's snowing outside, we're getting our first bit of snow, so I put my PJs on. In here, there's not too much, as you can see. I'm going to see if I can kind of monopod this, and it might work better. Hold on. Sorry if I'm making you sick. Yeah, that works better. Okay. So I have cards in here and some rings for my Bind It All. This was an empty drawer that I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with, but right now it houses cards and envelopes because those, I don't use them too often. I'm not really a card maker. So the lighting kind of stinks over here, so I'm sorry. And then this is a drawer. It looks like a mess, but it's anything and everything ink. I keep my Distress inks in there. I have tons of the little chalk inks, the Memento, the Dewdrops, and then I also have the regular Memento that I keep in there. The felt for like alcohol inks, any type of ink, stamping blocks, they all go in this drawer. And nothing's labeled because by the time I label it, I've changed it to something else. So I don't label things. I just know I gotta keep this on the floor so I don't make you guys sick. Down here, same kind of deal, but all adhesives. Anything adhesive, Mod Podge, glue sticks, refills, tape runners, Score-Pal tape, any of that, it's in here. And then, I honestly am not even quite sure what's in these. Oh boy. Sorry guys. In these 2 bottom ones. That is all mini albums. Anything mini, and a big pack of flowers that I don't know what I'm going to do with because I don't really use albums, or flowers. So, Heidi Swap memory files. This is like a random mini album I got. So some are completed or some half completed. Some are completely plain chipboard mini albums. So anything mini album, I don't even know if I'm focusing on that drawer. Goes in there. And, alright, we're gonna bring you way down. I wish there was a better way to do this. And then this is the same with tools. Anything tools goes in here. So, I have my piercing, my So Easy, I have chalks, I have hole punches, makeup sponges, anything that could be tools goes in here. And I have a couple of tools. So I group everything kind of by function. Now we're going to move over to the 3rd set of cubes. And I apologize about the lighting, guys. This is all planner stuff. I have an Erin Condren and I love it. So this is all stickers and stuff I will use, and extra covers for my Erin Condren office supplies. And then this is kind of a catch-all. Anything I don't know what to do with, I put it in here. This is a completed mini album that was on display. My friend made me. My envelope punch board. I have Christmas ornaments in here. I have extra blades for my silhouette. That's my catch-all junk drawer. Let's see here. I have extra mats. Oh boy, I'm trying to make this tight. Extra mats for my silhouette and my Cricut. This is some books I have, magazines, sketches, some 8.5 by 11 cardstock. And then this is mixed media stuff. Stencils, colored pencils, paint brushes, stuff like that that doesn't have a home elsewhere. And then, I gotta stand up again, I'm kneeling here to get down. And then this is more tools, random tools. Perler beads, I have my sanding block, my wood burning tool, my Tim Holtz, the marker, spritzer, funnel, some random stuff in there. So that's another catch-all. So that's the second from the bottom. And this is all scrap cardstock. So if I need a little piece of cardstock, this is where I come. I have 8 by 8, 8.5 by 11. I have random like 4 by 4. So if I just need a little piece of cardstock, that's where I look. And then this is the extent of my dies and embossing folders. I don't really have too many. I don't really have a lot of manual dies, but if I have them, they're all in here. And then here, random. And there goes an ink pad. I gotta get that. So this is a lot of the 6 by 8 page protectors for my December dailies. And then some glue sticks. I'm gonna put you on hold. I'm gonna stop you for a minute so I can get that ink pad that fell, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so that took a lot longer and was a lot harder than expected. It took me about 7 minutes to get that. It totally fell between the wall and the cubes and I couldn't get it. So anyway, up here, this is the last Jetmax cube. It's one of the half split ones. So I have my acetate here. I have a random notebook. I have my scoreboard, some extra page protectors. These are all page protectors. And then some random specialty, like kind of specialty cardstock. Not cardstock, but pieces. This is fabric. That's like an acetate with gems. So anything specialty that comes in its own like little plastic, I put in there. And then this one here is all punches. I don't know if I can get you in to see. Punches. And I'm not even quite sure. That's empty. So room to grow. That's good. So as I told you, this is where my desk used to sit. So on the wall, I have these IKEA bars. So most of them hold punches. That holds punches. That's a card punch. That's a border punch. Some random Inca gold. And then up here, I have like a gorilla pod. I'm sorry, my dogs are barking in the background. These are just temporary homes for some of my markers. These are like distress markers and some paint pens. This is, I ended up buying some of the Spectrums, but only in the earth tones because I didn't have enough Copics in those colors. And then these are some pearl watercolors and my overflow Copics. And then I'm going to turn around and go past my cubes to the other side. This is empty? Yeah, just tools. This houses all of my gelatos, this bin. This one is anything that's like mini mister, or if I make my own mist, I put it in there. And then that's all Copics as well. And I'm in the process of getting a better system for my Copics because I'm starting to get a whole bunch more. So I'm outgrowing the system I have. And then I just have a little bag here that I bring to crops. So that's this random corner of the room here. And now we're going to kind of move over this way. It's hard to zoom all the way out here. So here's my desk again. This is my desk. You can actually see the split where it's like an L. And then I have underneath my desk here, That is all 12 by 12, and they contain stickers. Most of them are very old, but I won't get rid of them because I still use them in travel journals a lot. And sometimes every once in a while I will use them. I have one for Christmas, one for Halloween, and that houses all of my Christmas and Halloween stuff. So that's 2 out of, I think there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 8 of them, or 7. So 2 are taken up with holiday. On my desk here, I have this giant lamp here because I don't get enough light in here. On my desk, this is actually all Christmas. Oh, this is all Christmas stuff, so that's not going to sit there forever. I'm still working on a couple of Christmas Project Life. That's where I am, so I didn't put all my Christmas stuff away yet. And then I need a better system for scraps, guys. This is all my scraps. I keep them on my desk so I can use them, but they tend to pile up. So I need a better. I've tried different things. I've tried the milk crate with the folders and the organized. I never use them. I've tried throwing them into a bin. I never use them. The only thing that I found that works for me is keeping them out on my desk so I can see them and use them. So I guess that's what I'm going to do, and just kind of keep, but I wish I could find something else that worked. So this is, like I said, this is a temporary bin. This does not sit there all the time. This bin, however, does. This bin here, let me see if I can point one of my lights over to it so the lighting might be a little bit better. I don't know. The lighting in this room is awful. So this is one of the IKEA Antonius that goes into the that fits in the Raskog cart nicely. I just have it sitting on my desk here. The first compartment, that's all my stamps from different kits. I belonged to Gossamer Blue for a while. There's some Studio Calico in here. There's Scraptastic Project, This Life Noted stamps. So any stamps that go to a kit club go in here, as long as they fit. And I have just some random arrows and stuff I was cleaning up from my December daily and didn't know where else to put them, so I just stuck them there so I'll use them. And then this is essentially just all odds and ends that I want close by so I can reach and grab them. I have letter stickers, I have half-used sheets of buttons, rub-ons. All of my little alpha stamps go here, or stickers go here. So all my October afternoon, anything that I want to use and I'm currently using go here. And then I have some more stamps in here, some of the Heidi Swap and Snap and whatnot. And back here is all my October afternoon mini market stickers. So anything that's in a 6x12 sheet just kind of gets stacked there so I can grab it. And then on the other side is just odds and ends as well. Paper clips, stickers, my snap letters are in here, just so that I can grab them quickly. So I have a small Xyron runner and a mason jar for water when I use it. And then I've got this whole stack is all pictures. That's where I keep most of my photos, or the photos that I'm using currently. Baby wipes, and then I have, you can see my collection of water. I'm awful at finishing a bottle of water, so I just leave them there so I can finish them. These are just containers that I'll use for die cuts or if I want to spread something out. And then up here, I have my letterpress kit and another Antonius box that has several core kits. I think Dear Lizzie, Aqua, Kiwi, Coral. The newer Becky Higgins Project Life core kits are up there, and I'll pull those down. And then I have a little system. Let me see if I can move us over here and look. And they're labeled of these little draws. And I'll see if I can zoom in on my labels. I have banners and acetate, and that one is random, that I've been sticking in leftover pieces if I kind of finish up a pack, but not fully. And then flare, arrows, doilies. And then over, I'm sorry if I'm making you guys sick. I'm trying to do this without moving too much, but I don't think it's working well. I'm going to zoom out a little bit because I need to do a bigger move here. Okay. And then I'm just going to read them off. I have Scraptastic die cuts, labels, print and cuts, vellum, frames, and overlays are down there on the bottom. So that's my little system. They're all at hand so I can easily grab them. They're all little bits and pieces. And then, so this is my work mat and my trimmer that usually gets stored on the floor. And you can see my chair here. I have tons of blankets because it gets cold in here. This looks like it's a mess, this little plastic bin, but it is actually every tool that I could possibly need that I want to keep at hand. Small snail runners of adhesive, my powder tool, all of my glues, glossy accents, stamp pads, inkers, the Ranger ink tools, some Zots, pop dots. They all, if they don't fit in my carousel, they go in there, and they're right in front of me. I don't have to get up for anything like that. And then I have my carousel that has all of my, it's got all my pens, my scissors, my staplers, my rulers, just the typical stuff that you would see in a carousel. Now I'm going to zoom out, and we're almost done, which is good because I have 16 minutes left, so I have to make sure I'm under that because I have stuff to put on my computer. So now we've got, I'm gonna stop this for a minute so I can open up my tripod again. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so I have, on here I have a 4x4 little, it was a bookcase that I used to have in my room, and I had my TV on it. So it's a 4x4 cube, open cube. Then I have a whole bunch of, I should move my Rascog cart out of the way. Let me do that so you can see better. There we go. So it's 4x4 cubes, or 2x2, so it's 4 cubes. And then I have this plastic bin on top of it with a whole bunch of plastic iris cases over here. So on top of this plastic case, I have my sewing machine way in the back. You can probably just see the knobs. And then I have that green basket right there, has all my washi tape. And then these are all my Project Life kits from Studio Calico. The big boxes, a lot of them are used up. The only ones that are not are the 4 on this side. Those are all still to be used. Actually, no, just the 3 paper boxes are still to be used. And then the old box style, they have, one of them is all set that I can just grab to take to a crop. It has a little bit of my favorite core kits, so if I'm going over to a friend's house and I want to do Project Life, all I have to do is grab that, and it has everything I could possibly need. And then a couple other have odds and ends, like Project Life pieces that don't necessarily go into the smaller little system on my desk, so I can open those up and go through them for things when I'm doing Project Life. And then this 3-draw system here, the top one is full of thickers. You can probably see them. They're all on their side lined up. I don't know if I open it, if you'll be able to see. So they're all, no, you can't. All right, I'll take you on a field trip. Oh, there's a couple in there but you can see those are all thickers. And I don't throw thickers away, even when they look like this. I will keep them and work them into something. That sheet's probably very close to getting thrown away, but they're one of my favorites, so I can't part with it yet. So it's got loads of punctuation left, so I'll use it. And then this straw is all mixed media. I have colored pencils, watercolored pencils, paints, markers, ink, different inks. I have my big set of colored pencils, watercolors, chalk pastels, everything you could possibly want for mixed media, it is in there. Even though I don't do mixed media on my layouts, I do art journal every once in a while. And then this straw is kind of random. It has my giant thing of mounting tape right there, and it's full of plastic bags and muslin bags. So like when I'm looking for, I got a new collection kit and I want to put it away, I can pull out a plastic bag and get right to it. So and if my kits come in them, I just throw them in there and I repurpose them. And then let me move you over so you can see a little bit better. And I'm trying so hard not to make you guys sick. In between these iris cases and the plastic drawer system, I have random trimmers. I have like 3 or 4 other trimmers, one being the Creative Memories wave pattern. So I just keep them there. And all of these are unused kits. Well, they're not unused. They're kits that either I have not used yet or I've partially used and I'm not ready to put them away. And so like even one of them contains my July Scraptastic kit that has no paper left, but I'm not ready to pull it apart yet because it was my favorite kit. And the new kits on top are waiting to go into plastic bins. And I don't scrapbook as much from November to say the end of January as I usually do. So these will all be gone probably by March. They'll be all used up. And currently I only belong to one kit club. So I kept Hip Kit and so that's it. So I'm going to be working through my kits and a couple of them are holiday. So they're kind of harder. I don't have as many pictures to go with. So then I'm kind of going to swing. Maybe I won't. I'll do the swinging last. So in here, I'm just going to give you an overview. This cube here, that is empty. I just don't have a place for it. So this cube here has all the like embroidery floss. There's about 5 embroidery floss containers that have wood veneer, buttons, flowers, sequins, gems. They all live paper clips. They're all in there. So anything I want of that nature, I go right there. Down in this one, these are all my stamps. I am not a big stamper. I buy them, I don't use them. So I've kind of stopped buying them. But anything that I have stamp related is here. And then I just have wax paper and 12 by 12 hefty bags in case I need them for a bigger kit. And then down here is kind of random. These are all on the bottom. There's all pictures. These are all photos that need to be done. And then I have like a cork stack, some random paper pads that don't fit anywhere else but need a home. So I kind of keep them there and they're fine. I know where they are and I know where to grab them. And then in this cube, I have all of my little mini distress inks. That's my go-to. I am planning to get them all in the little size. I like them so much better than the large size. So I have 3 tins that are currently full except for 1 row, and then I'm just slowly accumulating. I have some books in here, some journals that are unused, mixed media. I have my Creative Memory. You can just about see it there in the back, that blue right there. That's my Creative Memory cutting system that I refuse to get rid of because I love it. And then I have some spray adhesive and some sealer, as well as my Prismacolor markers there. So that's how I keep them. I did have them up in one of the little IKEA like rails, but I outgrew them, so I just keep them in there, and I don't use them as much as my Copics. I am going to move us again, hopefully without getting anybody too sick. I have some foam board there, and then I'm going to move you up. And I have 3 more rails, IKEA rails. The bottom one contains all of my embossing powders here. And then I have a whole bunch of Tim Holtz Distress Paint that I use when I do mixed media. So those are out. The next one up, I have my heat tool on the side here in its own little compartment. It's a great little storage thing. And then this houses all of my stickles and a couple of alcohol inks, as well as just some random overflow mist. And then up top here, I have all of my mist in that top basket. So all my Heidi Swapp Color Shine is all in there. And then I have some Perfect Pearl mist as well there that I sometimes use, sometimes don't. And then these are random markers in that little top right there. That's all random markers that I don't necessarily use. I'm not even sure of the brands, but I still refuse to throw them out. I hoard. Can you tell? But everything, I don't keep anything that doesn't have a place. So if it doesn't have a place, usually it's long gone. And lastly, I have a Raskog cart that is mostly Project Life, and this is going to be quick. I have stamps, all of my date stamps right there in that little black bucket that hangs off the side. And then these are all of my 3x4 cards, as well as anything I use to embellish my Project Life. Small letter stickers that are not October Afternoon. There are a lot of the Target dollar spots. I have a lot of Studio Calico arrows that I use, so I keep them up there. There, you can see them right there. The second row as well, this, like I said, this whole Raskog cart for the most part is Project Life. This is anything that I've bought that I'm going to use for Project Life. I have layers in here. I have a lot of the snap, like flip-flap kind of things. All my enamel dots are actually kept in here too. I will move this instead of the... My enamel dots are kept right here. These are all enamel dots. So, and then I have on the other side is just more random pieces, random packages, plus all of my grid cards and my lined cards. They're all like in the little package. And then hanging off the side here, I have my snap they're the things that you cut, the photo crops is what they're called. And then the bottom shelf is actually all mixed media again. I have my 2 mats down here. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the tripod. I have a Ranger mat, and I have like a creative, it's kind of like the Heidi Swap one, but it's that material. I like this one, that one so much better. And then I'm going to use my Ranger mat to point, I think. Okay, I have like gesso and different mediums all in here. Those are all different mediums. Some tacky glue, some alcohol, masking fluid, and then I have all of my cheap acrylic paints in here. I keep those there. And I always take a little bit off and put it on the top so I know what the color is. Oh, I'm hitting the tripod again. So that is where I keep those. And I think that about finishes up my room. And that's how I keep everything. I'm not going to do anything up top. I do have a couple, like I said, I'm going to move you again and go up. These are all filled. Quickly, I have like journaling tags, one with bling, some with paint, some with smash stuff, and then I have also one that has this top one, anything that I want to do, like when I buy extra things that go into racks. So that's it. So that is my scrap room. I will do one more. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it from where I am, but kind of pan. Let me pick you up. One more time. So if I stand at my door and look to the right, that's my desk. And then my thicker storage, my Raskog cart kind of sits right underneath there in that little spot. And my Jetmax cubes. So that is my scrap room. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I plan to I have a Project Life video I have to get up. I probably will put that to music because I don't know if I want to voice over it. But I do have it set. That'll probably go up tomorrow. And I'm hoping to get back to 12x12 layouts as soon as I'm done with my Project Life, which is, I'm so close to getting done 2014. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.